Hello friends. In this video, we will learn about living components and non-living components of our environment. Our environment consists of living things as well as non-living things. Living organisms such as plants and animals form the biotic components of our environment. Non-living things such as soil, air, water and light are the abiotic components of our environment. Biotic components mean living components. Biotic components are those that have life. Plants and animals are biotic components. Living things have some common characteristics which make them alive. Food is the basic need of all living things. Food gives them nutrition and energy to survive. Green plants make their own food by photosynthesis. Green plants are autotrophs, as they make their own food, and animals are heterotrophs, as they depend on other organisms for food. Non-living things, such as chair, table, brick, window and book do not need food. All living things respire. Respiration is the process by which living organisms absorb oxygen from the air and use it to produce energy from the food they eat. Plants also respire to release energy from the food they prepare by photosynthesis. Respiration occurs within each cell of an organism, combining oxygen and glucose, and producing carbon dioxide, water and energy. Different organisms have different organs for breathing. Human beings and animals such as cow, dog and lizard breathe through nose and lungs. Birds breathe through air sacs and lungs. Fish breathe through gills. Earthworms breathe through their moist skin. In plants, exchange of gases takes place through stomata present in the leaves. All living things grow in size. They also show development in their structure and behavior. For example, an infant grows to become a young child and then an adult. A young kitten grows to become an adult cat. A seed gradually grows and develops to become a fully grown plant. Excretion is the process by which waste products and other non-useful materials are removed from the body of an organism. Human beings and animals such as cow, lion and elephant breathe out carbon dioxide, which is the waste product during respiration through respiratory system. Kidneys remove waste materials from the blood and excrete in the form of urine through excretory system. Solid wastes are removed by the digestive system in the form of feces. The skin removes waste as sweat. Plants also give out carbon dioxide through stomata. Reproduction is the process by which living organisms produce new organisms of their own kind. It is a characteristic feature of all living organisms on the earth. Different organisms reproduce in different ways. Animals such as crocodiles, snakes, birds, frogs, fish and insects lay eggs. Small, young ones hatch out from the eggs. Human beings and animals such as cow, dogs, tigers, bears and elephants give birth to young ones. The means of reproduction varies for plants as well. Most plants reproduce from seeds. There are other ways of producing new plants as well, such as from stem cuttings or from leaf margins. Most living things move on their own from one place to another. It is of two types, movement and locomotion. Movement is when the living organism moves a body part or parts to bring without a change in the position of the organisms. When the whole organism moves from place to another, it is called locomotion. All animals show locomotion. Animals move in order to find food, water and shelter, to protect themselves from enemies or to find a safe place for reproduction. Elephants walk, kangaroos hop, eagles fly, snakes crawl, fish swim. Thus, different animals have different methods of movement. Plants remain fixed to the soil and do not move the way animals move. They only show movements such as growth of root downwards into the soil, growth of stem upwards, blooming of flowers and bursting of seed pods. The leaves of the touch-me-not plant fold inward when touched. This is a way of protection from harm. Living things respond to stimuli. Stimulus is something that causes a change in the activity, behavior or reaction of an organism. Response means the change in activity, behavior or reaction of an organism caused due to a stimulus. In case of touch me not plant, touch is the stimulus and folding of the leaves is the response. Living things have a definite lifespan. Organisms are born, they grow up to become adults, and then gradually turn old and, finally die. Different organisms have different lifespans. Male mosquitoes live for about 10 days. Butterflies live for a month. Dogs live for 10-16 years. Elephants live for 60 to 80 years. And tortoises live for 100 to 150 years. The lifespan of plants also varies. The pea plant lives for a season, a banana plant lives for 15 to 20 years and a neem tree lives for about 150 to 200 years. Some pine trees are known to have lived for more than 2000 years. All living things are made up of cells. Cells are the building blocks of life. A cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of a living organism. Both plants and animals are made up of cells. Some organisms such as amoeba, paramecium, bacteria and yeast are unicellular or single-celled, that is made up of one cell only. Many organisms, such as human beings, dogs, butterflies, sunflower plant and mango tree are multicellular, that is, made up of many cells. Multicellular organisms have a structural organization. A group of similar cells forms a tissue. A group of similar tissues performing the specific function forms an organ. A set of organ forms an organ system, for example digestive system, nervous system. Several organ systems form an organism. Plants and animals are dependent on each other in various ways. Plants provide food and shelter to animals. In turn, animals help plants in pollination, dispersal of seeds. Plants are producers. They prepare their own food through photosynthesis, in the presence of sunlight. Herbivores are primary consumers. They feed on plants. Carnivores are secondary consumers. They feed on herbivores. Omnivores are tertiary consumers. They feed on both plants and other animals. Scavengers and decomposers feed on dead plants and animals, and release the nutrients trapped inside the body into the soil. Plants absorb these nutrients. This helps them to grow and manufacture their own food. Plants use carbon dioxide released by animals in the manufacture of food. In turn, plants release oxygen, which is an important gas for the survival of human beings and all other animals on the earth. Abiotic components are the non-living components. Sunlight, air, water, soil and temperature are some of the abiotic components of the environment. These components form an important part of the organism's habitat. Hope you understand everything about biotic and abiotic components of the environment. Please do like, share and subscribe our channel. Watch other videos also.